We're back.
We're back. It's been a little while.
It has been a little while, and yeah, we don't know what happened. We got lost in the ether, but we've came back, and we found out that it's 1980. Not 1980. Sorry, I don't know what date it is. It's 1871.
Big shoulder pads?
It's 1871. It's where.
So
Yes, and there was
big hats.
Did they have big hats back then?
I think so.
There was always hats were always popular, weren't they?
Not
like different
these days.
kinds of hats. Well, we saw this Korean thing, right, with the kingdom, and they had all sorts of different types of funny
I know
hats.
that was way back in the day.
That's true, but it wasn't funny hats always a
Where
thing
are
throughout
funny
human
hats?
history? That is true. I don't own a good
It's
funny
like
hat.
baseball hats, caps.
Yeah, just because it's like utilitarian.
I don't know. It's something that society is missing, if you ask me.
We are going to be playing the game, The Red Flag Over Paris. It's about the Commune taking place in 1871, where the Prussians came to Paris, effectively conquered it, installed a new type of, not a new government, but what do you call those things? Like a puppet government, effectively. Mm-hmm. And in the process, there was a revolt of the working class taking against sort of, the oppressors, and it truly became an extraordinarily bloody affair. Within about a week or something like that, tens of thousands of Parisians had died, and it sort of brought about I wouldn't say it is leftist in a certain sense, but liberal type of, or socialist kind of revolution in play
After this occurred.
Mm-hmm.
So this is historically based, if you couldn't tell. This actually happened, which I've never heard about.
Nope, because American history doesn't teach you anything about other people's history, let alone your own, weirdly.
That's not necessarily true. We had a European history course, which was quite dense in high school.
Oh yeah, me too.
Now,
I remember
just
that.
crammed for each test and then immediately forgot everything. So it's possible I learned this. But
yeah, okay. It's funny, they didn't even really teach this in schools in Europe for many, many decades.
Maybe not.
This was squashed the idea of what this was about. So it's interesting stuff.
And, it's not so long before World War One. So I'm sure that the consequences of this...
They did, yeah. Purposely, the Prussian government, or the Prussians' expansionism kind of thing took place, and effectively that was part of the situation that brought along World War One.
We're not historians.
We are not. We are board gamers at best.
However, one good thing about this game right off the bat is that it does instill a curiosity.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm curious, since I don't recall if I've ever learned about this, of hearing about it. I mean, it seems very significant to the makeup of the political system in Europe and directly.
Yeah.
I don't really know too much about the lead up to World War One, but, lasting repercussions from all of those wars even to this day.
There is a really cool and interesting thing that takes place with games most games are simulationists in their style. They're portraying something's happening, and we're doing an abstraction of it on the board, and that's really cool. And it's very interesting when you start to get into actual history and then the intertwining of those two things. And so you are playing as a side perhaps, and then you also get to learn about things at the same time and start to realize what happened or why it happened. And it's cool because it shows you that board games are perhaps evolving in a way where you are not just playing to have fun, which obviously that's the thing we want to do, because we like to have fun, but you also get to learn something interesting along the way, and you get to build up this knowledge. And so it can show you and teach you more than it might think to let on to originally about what a game will do.
If we had played this game in history class, maybe I would remember this.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe not.
I think it could be like lots of people. When like your children or kids, you play games, and that helps them understand the world around them, even if it's like shapes and stuff like that, and putting them into different shaped holes and stuff like that. And just that kind of idea of playing games to understand your surroundings. Playing games to understand our collective history is cool, I think.
Yeah, I do too. This game gets points for doing that.
Yeah.
What it doesn't get points for me from so far is the fact that we've played this game several times and I've lost every single time. I'm always the commune because I like to be the good guys. Khan's always the Prussians because he likes to be the villain.
Yeah.
And I just can't switch sides until I get at least one victory for the commune, but I don't feel very hopeful going into this game. However, you could say that it's a lack of skill and that the card gods do not favor me. But we'll see what happens.
I don't think it's either of those two things.
I swear that I sometimes win games against Khan. Without further ado, we are going to play this game. We'll explain what we're doing.
Yep, as we're doing it.
Yes. But here we go, our playthrough of Red Flag over Paris.
Yep, and once we've finished, we will then do a little talk about just the general our feelings about the things, what we would like, dislike, all that stuff.
Excellent.
Yeah, excellent.
Let's get to it.
All right, firstly, there are going to be a total of 4 rounds most of the time, not always, and we're going to draw or dish out 4 cards each, and you're going to dish out 2 objective cards to each of us, and we're going to have a look at that. So I'm going to just cut this just to make sure. And then we're going to go.
Bad objectives.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to try and show the people my really wonderful hand. And just so you can see, this is the objective that I'm picking. And Khan, if you want to show your objective.
Yep. Where's mine?
And then with these other ones, we just put them back in the
no, they get removed.
Oh, right, because we do different objectives.
Right. Excellent. Because commune starts with initiative, you get to decide who actually gets to play first. What would you like to do?
Right, and that's just a mechanic of the game.
Yep.
The commune always goes, or gets to select first.
Gets to select first, that's right.
Now, initially, we were like, isn't it always better to have the other person go first? Because you can see what they're going to do. You can take the last action, so maybe you can stop whatever they were trying to do.
Correct reactions and stuff like that is important.
And it is still very strong to have them go first.
Yes, absolutely.
But there is something to, it's easier to expand first.
Yes.
So that's like kind of the trade-off, I suppose. And another thing to note is if you play a color, so that there's 2 sides, obviously. The commune is red. The Prussians are blue. And so any cards that are blue, only the Prussians can do what's listed here on the bottom. But everybody can use this number on the top. But keep in mind, if you play a card of the opposite faction, they can choose to use, for their action, the event located here. So it can be a tricky little thing to juggle. I'm going to say that the Prussians shall go first. So does that flip the initiative now?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll just take that. So it's the Versailles initiative.
Oh, Versailles. Okay.
Yeah.
Prussians or Versailles? Or is it the same?
It's
Versailles. You read the little blurb about the history. I have not yet. So he's the expert.
Versailles is the location or the area, and that's where the French government system moved to, but they collaborated with the Prussians. So effectively the Prussians came in, conquered Paris, and then installed a kind of like a proxy government into place, utilizing the old guard of the French, who then it was a battle between those people saying, do we want to keep fighting or not fight and do everything that we can to stop fighting? And, the different groups of people, but they didn't want to do any more fighting. And it was because Paris effectively revolted.
I see.
It was up to then the Versailles and then the Prussians collaborating to put that to an end.
I see.
So there you go. So it is the Versailles, but... So I have to go first, you say, eh?
That is what I say.
Oof. I'll place this card here. I'm going to use it for its operation points. So I'm just going to use it for the 2 up here. So I'm going to start from here. I'm going to take this, and this bonus cube will find its way in the cube pool. And I am then going to go here to the National Assembly.
Okay, I'm going to play this card. Warning, danger zone. He can use this. He's going to take a look and see if he wants to. I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert with this game. If I were to use 2 of these...
Yep. That one stays there. Nope, stays there.
Stays there.
Yeah, stays there. It's only the bonus cubes that move. So as soon as you break past the barrier line and you take one of the cubes from here, the bonus cubes will be immediately brought down into that zone.
Okay.
And then you'll start drawing from here.
Yep. Okay, so I will do this then.
Okay.
I'm going to go I'm going to use it for 2.
Yep.
So I'm going to go like so.
Okay.
Wonderful facial mustache hairs back in the day. I wish we would get back to that.
Yeah. 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 I hear you. All right. I'm going to go. Interesting position we've taken here. I'm going to take this here. I'm going to use. I'm going to use it for its points, operation points, and so Versailles here. I have options to go to these 2 locations. So I'm going to work it that way around. I'm going to place 1 and 2. I'm going to grab a 3rd one. That will go here. And I'm going to place that here. So 2 and 1.
Understood. Okay, I'm going to play this here. I'm going to use this section here, which says you can place 2 cubes. Oh, no, I don't want to do that yet. 2 cubes in military spaces. That means I'll lose those, right?
Yes.
If I don't increase my revolutionary.
Correct.
I feel that the commune has a harder uphill battle here.
It does have an initial moment of difficulty. It is interesting that it's nicely done, I feel like, with the abstraction that the Versailles have infinite troops effectively, and that the commune does not, and the commune needs to balance this quite carefully.
Yeah, so I am going to actually nix that. I am going to increase my revolutionary momentum, which you can just use a card to do that.
That makes perfect sense. Yep. It's very weird. Okay, this is a weird card. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this card here as its operation points.
Man, I could have used this for revolutionary momentum.
Who can say? Who can say? And I'm going to remove this cube, which will go back there. So it's kind of cool that you did that.
Yeah,
and then I'm going to take this thing and I'll place that there.
Interesting. Yep. That's a good move. Whew. All right. Okay, I'm going to use this here. I'm going to use it for its operations points. I'm going to go like this.
Okay.
And I'm going to go like this and this. These are... Oh, I already have one there.
So one will get displaced.
Maybe I won't do that. Okay. Or does this automatically happen?
Yeah, as soon as you touch one of these things out, the whole thing will come down. But you will start utilizing with this.
Oh, that's true. So I can just use...
So start there first.
I put this here. Oh, so I use that. Okay. I'll do that. And then... Is it worth it for me to do that? I don't know, but I'm going to try. So I'll do this as well. Okay. And that's going to cause the two...
Nope, the one stays here, and then the 2 go down, so that's fine.
Oh, thank you. I see. I know exactly what I'm doing.
I'm sure you do. Okay, so that's it.
That's it.
Right, so that's everyone's hand's been done. We take the one card that we're not playing. We're going to put that over here for our final crisis card. Yep. Then we're going to do in order of Versailles, working in which way we need to... I get to choose how I want to do things. I'm going to start with this here. Okay. I'm going to move him here.
That's a good move.
That's the first thing I'm going to do. So that's that side done. We will then work with... what do we want to do? I'm going to let you go first on this section.
Okay. I'm just going to turncoat this with this guy.
Okay.
And this goes back to your
cube. I think that stays here, and I think you take from this one.
Oh, thank you.
Right.
Okay.
Then I am going to turncoat. What will I turncoat? Now, I won't be in control here, so it kind of sucks. Oh, I could move, but that won't help me anyway, so I'm going to lose out a little bit. I'm going to go here. The reason why I'm going to go to Republicans is a little easier for me to get to Royalists normally. So
yeah, he can just spawn here. Where else can you spawn?
Here and these 2 at the moment in time.
And I can spawn where the flags are. So just 2 locations for the
Excellent.
commune.
So we've completed all of the pivotal space locations. So whoever controls these spaces here has a means of doing one singular action, and there's about 3 different things that you can do. You can turncoat, you can move around 2 troops inside the same area, and the last one is you can... It's a strange one. You can remove 2 of your own, or you can remove 1 of your own and 1 of your opponent's. And you might not think that that's important, but it can be quite useful when you start running out of cubes.
Which you will do.
Yep. So one of the reasons why I just literally a moment ago had Bree go first here was because I have initiative, so it allows me to choose the order of which way things are going. I had Brianna go first, so when I took a cube and turncoated here, I didn't have to pull from this 4 section.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
Because if I do that, I'll lose a political victory point, and I didn't want to do that, so that was a way of working. Let's flip over our objectives and see if we completed them. Okay, revolution in the press and battle of Mount Valerian. Babu. Okay, well, we both got ours, so I can decide which way we go first. Do you want to go first?
Sure. So I can either use up to 3 operations points in public opinion spaces. There's not really much for me to do there. Or I can replace an opponent's cube in any space. And that seems more useful.
Yeah.
So I am probably going to do that. Now I have to decide where am I going to do that. I might just want to be annoying and put one here, but he can just spawn there. So
so it's not going to do a lot.
It's not going to do a whole lot. I think I'm just going to be... I mean, it's going to be annoying no matter what. I think I'm just going to do that. Okay,
excellent. Okay, great. So I have... You win that, great. And then I do this section here. Use 3 operation points. Sorry. I totally screwed up slightly here. With this section here, the battle, I get 1 for battle, and you get 1 for political.
Oh, right. Yes.
That's the important part. This is the tug of war that we're dealing with here. And then we didn't win any of the things. You won this, so you're going to get an additional 1 for political. I'm going to get 1 for the battle, because I got this victory. And then I need to work out what I'm going to do. Use up to 3 operation points in fort spaces. Fort spaces. So we're definitely going to go...
So these are all fort spaces on this side, correct? Is that correct?
All these dark blue are fort. These are Paris. This is forts. This is institutional spaces. And this is public opinion spaces.
We apologize in advance for any names that we mess up.
Right.
But fort in Paris, we can say. And Versailles.
Yep.
You know?
Yes, that's true. So I'm going to go into here. This is going to mess me up slightly. I'm going to go there. Causing me to go into here, which is going to make you lose these 2 permanently. I'm going to access this. This goes here. That was 1. I'm going to do 2. And I'm going to do 3. I think that's what I'm going to work off. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to go. Excellent. And then I can do decrease Prussian or decrease Prussian. I'm not going to decrease anything.
You can't decrease
Nope, so I can't decrease anything. Yeah, perfect. So we're done.
Great.
Excellent. Everything's done there. All cubes are situated. And we're going to go to the next round. Okay, I'm going to dish out 4.
It's the same to each objectives.
There you go.
This is the one I'm going to select, y'all.
Now I'm going to select this one here. All right, because you have 3 minus 1, which is 2, and it's going to be minus 3 for me. You get to decide who has initiative.
Do you also have 3 in military?
I have 3 in military, but military is not utilized in determining initiative order. It's all political minus your...
I thought that we were tied. I thought we were tied at 2 versus 2, and then you moved me up 1 because you went in there.
I had 1 and 2. Right. 1, 2. Yeah, I shouldn't be at 3.
You shouldn't be at 3.
No, but it didn't matter. It's still for your initiative.
I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's true. Yeah, we don't want to get that wrong.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so you get to decide who starts or who has initiative.
No, you do. That's what I've been saying.
I do?
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. If you're not listening to it.
Well, I was paying attention to the other sleight of hand you were trying to do with that. I have initiative again.
Yes.
I've never had initiative the second round, so I'm shocked by that. You are going to go first.
Okay, I'm going to go first again. All right, so I have initiative, and now I've got to figure out how I'm going to do this. Let's see.
And our objective cards that we've gotten, we can... I don't know if we put them this way up or it doesn't matter underneath here.
Just keep them face up. It's fine. So it just counts that we've succeeded in doing it. I'm going to play this card here. I'm going to use it for its operation point and not for its ability. I kind of control here, so I don't really need to do any more with it. I'm going to remove 2 cubes. So 1 cube's here, and I will just remove that from play because...
I see. Okay, I am going to do this one here for its operations.
Okay.
Which is 3. And I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3.
Okay,
Like
great.
so.
I guess I'm going to play this card here. And I'll use it just use it for operation points, I think. Does that make sense, actually? What am I going to do here? You must remove 1 from the National Assembly, so I could do that. Then you may increase Prussian collaboration, which is useful, and then use up to 2 operation points. I think I'm going to do the whole thing here. So this is like this. I'm going to take away from the National Assembly section. Then you may increase Prussian collaboration, so I will do so, netting me an additional 1, which I need to do, and then use up to 2 operation points in military spaces. Seems like a worthwhile activity. And then I'm going to go right here.
He's encroaching upon my land. Not cool.
Not cool, man.
When it says that you can use 2 operations points in a certain section, can you use it in that section to spread out to another section? Or does it have to be only in this barrier?
Oh, that's a good question. You can't use operation points to move, so...
You can't?
Not to move specifically, no.
What do operations points allow you to do?
You can remove, and then you can place.
Oh. So what is it called when it's just using this thing if you place them?
Yeah, so when you want to move, the only time you can move is during the pivotal space situation.
Yeah.
That's the only time that movement takes place.
So when you're using this to put down cubes, that's not using an operations point?
That is using operations point. But
So
that's
you
not
can
moving.
put one.
Yeah, but you're not.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I meant putting. Let's say I wanted to put one here, for example. I'm using an operations point in here.
Then you're right. So then, so you can't put a piece in another location because you're not using an operation point in this place. You're using an operation point in that space. If there's
So you're saying you can't. Then.
If there is something that says specifically for like
use it in this section.
this section, then you can't use it outside because then you'll be placing it.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to do this.
Okay.
I am going to utilize some operations points in military. So if I want to kill one of those, I
think you automatically do it.
Okay, I'm going to kill one of those.
Okay. 1 down.
I'm going to kill another one of those.
Okay. That's 2.
And I'm going to put this here.
Okay.
Okay, so these go here.
Yep, that's right. That's right. They automatically go there. And then I'm going to play this. And I'm going to just use it for its operational point because I can't use it for its event.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take this 1 cube and place it in the National Assembly.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And that's the end of your turn.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, I'm going to play this. And I'm going to move 2 here.
Okay, great. And that's it then, right?
That's it.
Wonderful. Okay, cool. So let's start with pivotal locations. I will start...
Is that the order? You do
Yep,
pivotal locations, then objective?
Yep, okay. Objective's last. So we're going to do pivotal. We can do pivotal here.
Sure.
But maybe...
I'm not going to do anything.
You not going to do anything? Got it. Pivotal here. Okay. Am I going to do pivotal? Probably not. So I'm going to stay as is. And then I'm going to just turncoat this one. So this is going to go like that. And I'm going to place this
that doesn't
here.
even make any sense that I did that. Okay, fair enough.
Right. I wonder if that's the right move. I could turncoat it all. So there was 2, right? So there was like this and...
Yeah.
So what I could do is I could remove this.
Yep.
But that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense because I actually need to get rid of it.
You need to own that one.
I need to own it,
yeah.
So you're going to get 1 military.
Okay.
I get 1 military, so this doesn't move.
And likewise.
And likewise with the political spectrum, neither one of them moves. And then we're going to go to our objectives. I failed to get my objective.
Okay.
You got my objective, actually. So you're going to get both of these, both military, 1, 2. So it's going to move that way,
I see.
2 over. You don't get to do this ability, but you get to do your ability. So whatever that ability is, you go for that.
Okay. I can use up to 2 operations points in military spaces.
Yep. Yep. Or remove 1 from any space. You can attack twice.
Okay, I mean...
Right? Just up to 2 operations.
Yeah.
You only have 1 location next to something, so you're not going to get any benefit. So you're only going to have an attack of 1.
That's going to be really unlikely.
So you need to get a 1, right, to beat it.
Yeah, we need to get a 1 to beat it. Whatever.
Do you want to do that twice, or do you want to do anything else?
I don't know.
Place it more?
Remove one from any space.
Or remove one from any space.
Remove one from any. I mean, this would just be annoying for you, probably.
Yep, that would be annoying.
So I'm just going to do that.
Okay, great. So you got these 2 objectives.
Do I get your objective too?
No, you do not get my objective.
I thought I got your objective.
You got it, and you got the point for it, but you don't get the card.
I see.
You don't get the card, yeah. The card is utilized for tie-breaking and stuff like that.
Okay.
So you still got the point, but you just didn't get the thing.
Yep.
So great, excellent. And that's that. So we're going to go on to the next round, round 3.
Do we dish out objectives too for this
Yeah,
one?
we're going to dish out objectives. So this strategy card's here. It's going to go there, and then we're going to go...
Oh, so we actually use all of our objective cards.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. No wonder I keep seeing the same ones.
All right, that's my objective. And this is my hand.
Okay.
You get to decide again
Okay.
on who has initiative. Would you like me to have initiative again? Or would you like to take initiative?
I'm going to try to take initiative this time.
All right. Commune player. Make it so.
I'm going to use this for this ability.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to place the 2 of these here.
You cannot do that, sadly. The reason why you cannot do it is because you do not control here. And because you can't control here, you can't place from there. So you currently control from these locations. You can go into here. Mm-hmm. You could remove one. Mm-hmm. You have to remove 2. How much? What's the operation points of that? 2. So yeah, you'd have to remove both of them first before you could begin to place. So you would need a 3 to go. 2 remove, then you control, then you could place.
Sure.
So that's the only way you would do it.
I'll remove 1 and I'll move 1 here.
Okay.
And I'll leave this with here.
Oof, okay, let's make sure we get... I'm going to play this. And I'm going to remove one of these here. And I'm going to place one here.
Mm-hmm. Now I can move to the space, though, correct?
No.
I can't?
No.
I can't even move to that space?
Right.
I thought if you were present there, you could
It's
move.
not about present. You need to be controlling location
In order to move?
in order to place a square to an adjacency. So you have to control in order to place outside.
Can I control during the turn, or does it have to be?
So sadly, the way the phases work for this situation with the operation points is that you effectively it happens twice. You get to do you check control, then you can remove, then you check control, and then you can place. So at the moment in time that you start to place, you will be in control. So you would need to, in order to place here, you would have to remove one and then place. Mm-hmm. That's what you would have to do.
Can I do that in one turn?
You can do it in one turn if you've got 2 operation points.
Okay.
You do a remove and then you do a place.
Okay. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to remove that and then I'm going to place. So I'll remove this.
Mm-hmm. So that's, remove is a 1. Then you place.
Place is 1.
That's 1. Yeah. And
2.
That's 3 at this moment.
Yep. And then I'm going to put this here.
Okay. Got it. Okay, so it looks like the commune is going for the National Assembly. Oh, Nelly. I guess I'm going to place this, and I am going to place a cube here.
Encroaching upon my other lands. I don't like it. All right, I'm going to do this.
Okay. Very heavy on the National Assembly situation. That's your last card, correct? Okay. Not much I can do about that, but I can attempt to take this thing here. Oh, yeah, thank you. And I think I'm going to battle. Where am I going to battle? I don't want to battle here. I'm going to battle here. I think that makes the most sense. I don't know. I think I have...
Because now this is contested, so I think you just have to get 2. And you got
I got the 1. And I think it's actually just 1 to get it. Yeah, because I don't think I own this to make it to be... It's contested, but I don't own it. Doesn't really matter. I still got the 1.
Yeah.
So that was just for that. I removed this from play. Is that going to stop anything?
No, because I can move 2.
Yes, but you moving 2 means you can't turncoat that, which means...
That's true. And then you're...
Oh, it makes it you could just move there and move here. Oh, that doesn't actually stop anything. Bugger. Well,
but you killed it anyway.
That wasn't quite as good as a move as I thought it might be. Oh well. Okay, so this last card goes into our last section over here. I'm not doing super well. And we're going to do the commune initiative. You get to decide the order in which these things get done.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not really that sure, but I'll start with this.
Yeah.
Move the two of these here.
Okay.
Can I just get rid of one of yours? I don't know if I want to do that.
You can get rid of one of yours and one of mine at the same time.
That might be useful to me at this point because I don't have a lot of leeway.
Nope, you don't.
So I'll probably do that.
Okay.
Actually, maybe I'll do... Can I do this?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay.
You can do it, and I think you can do it any which way you like.
So I'll do that and that.
Excellent. And I don't need to do anything movement here-wise, so everything's cool. We're going to then go to who controls what then. So military and military, we cancel each other out. I don't control this, you don't control this, but you do control that, moving this here.
Yeah.
And then we're going to flip our objective cards.
Okay.
And you're going to get that and that. So you're going to pick the order in which way we do this. You're going to get the legitimacy right of National Assembly, so you're going to move here.
Okay.
And I'm going to get the control of this here, so I'm going to move there.
Okay.
So your operation points, you could remove 2 and place 1. That might be a good move.
Up to 2. So maybe I'll just get rid of... Oh, that's true. It could be a good move. And I'm just going to use those 2. And then I'm going to increase this so you actually get something you can do there.
So you're not going to do a third one? You're not going to do your third option? Whatever that is?
Can I can't move. I can't move.
No, you can't move. No, that's right. Yeah. You can only place by putting some...
I'm going to hang on to those because I'm a bit
afraid
I'll run out of cubes like I did last time.
Right. Then I can do 2 operation points in here, but there's nothing for me to do, but I get to place this here.
Okay.
And that's it, really. So there you go. Then it becomes Final Crisis, the last round of this game. It's looking pretty bad for me. I would need to bring down... Yeah, it's looking pretty bad. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to win this, but we can see what we can do at the end here. So we're going to take 4... We got the 4 cards, and then you have to remove one of them from play.
Okay.
Because we can only use the events now, these cards, which is crazy. I think I'm going to do this. What is this thing? No, just a card to get rid of. Yeah. Discard. All right, excellent. You have initiative. What would you like to do?
You can go first.
Okay, I'm going to go first for the last and final round. Ooh, can I do anything to upset the balance here? This is looking pretty hard. I'm going to do this, which I've never seen before. I've never gotten to this point. Zul Ducatel, I believe it's... And then this is reveal the commune player's objective card. If Final Crisis, which we're in the Final Crisis, reveal the commune player's hand. No. So I want to see your hand, please.
It's not very good.
Ooh, wondrous.
I had 2 blue cards at the end.
Place up 2 in Republicans, or replace 1 in the National Assembly. Okay, that's not the worst thing. That's useful. Then you may use 1 operation point in military spaces.
That's a pretty annoying card.
Yeah, in military spaces. So I guess I'm going to go here. I think that makes the most sense.
Can I attack this?
Yeah, of course you can.
And if I do, how much do I need?
You will automatically do it.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to attack this.
Oh, you could. Oh, use up to... Yes, of course,
yeah,
of course.
I'm going to attack this, and I'm going to place 1 of mine.
Okay. Here. Right. Excellent. Patty, what was that other card of mine? Or, okay, up to 2 in Republican, so I get to put 2 there, or replace 1 in the National Assembly, which could also be quite strong.
Which that's coming out.
Yeah, that's right.
I can do.
I
mean, I may as well not even hold the...
like yeah. It's looking bad from me. Points in bad. Yeah, bad. Looking bad from me. Not sure it's going to do anything. If possible, increase revolutionary momentum. So you're going to go up to here, which is going to not change anything.
I can't get any more.
But it's going to allow me to put 1 somewhere here. So that'll be put there.
Yep.
Which is useful, I suppose. Then remove up to 2 from the press. But you're okay, right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
And reveal can't be played, which would be another card.
Yeah.
And so that's all I can do.
Okay, well, I'm going to play this guy. Use up to 3 operations points in
military spaces. So what you going to do?
So I'm going to kill him.
Okay. Yeah.
Do that?
Yeah, you can do that.
1. Probably like 2, 3.
Okay.
Probably do that.
Yep.
And then I can use an operations point in here.
Okay. Excellent. Oh, righty daisy. It's nothing. I think it's not really anything I can do. This was going to get me 2 in Republican, right? Or replace 1 in the National Assembly, which will not allow me to do anything. So I can only play this card, which gives me 4 operation points in Paris spaces. And I think the only thing I really need to do, I don't know if I can like find a means to like shoot them down. It's a little tricky, but I can just do that.
Oh, that sucks. Okay. And then I'm going to play this. I'm just going to play this and let you do whatever you want to do.
Yep. In Republicans, or replace 1 in the National Assembly. So I'm either doing something like this, which does what, or I do that, which does what. It doesn't do anything. I've only got 1 cube left. So it's like I'm kind of place up to 2 in Republicans or 1 in the National Assembly. I can just do that. It won't change anything, but I may as well.
Yep. Okay.
Excellent.
All right, that's it. That's game.
Well, that's game. It looks like the commune have won this. I believe they have. So let's just see where we go. We're going to do the scoring for the military. Military doesn't move. You don't control this, but neither do I. I control that, so we're going to move this up by 1. You control the press, but you can't go any further. And no one controls here, not affecting anything going along. Great. We can do the... Oh, we're supposed to do pivotal spaces first, actually. Pivotal spaces are important before we even change anything, so we'll go there. Yeah. My apologies. Anything you want to... I have initiative, right? I can't do anything here. I can't do anything here. I mean, I could go like... I could remove 2, but it won't change anything. I can't imagine what the purpose of that would be. The only thing I can do here is move around or replace or remove. So I could do like this and that. But I'm not 100% sure why I would do that, but there you go.
Okay.
Nothing here. You can do something too, but I'm not sure what you would do.
I mean, there's no...
Yeah, so we can just leave it.
Doing it.
So we just move this for the 1 that of this control here. Excellent. With that being said and done, there was no objectives to be completed.
No objectives.
And the way for the win condition of the Versailles need to beat military over the commune situation politically. And it was 2-5, so commune player wins. Well done.
My opinion of this game is still the same, which is that it is very dependent on what cards you draw. I do like the way they handle the asymmetry in it. I think it's probably well play-tested, and it's probably close to equally likely that Versailles can win as the commune can win, but it's very highly dependent on the objectives that you draw and the cards that you draw. So, I don't know, like some people like that element of chance. I think it allows people to win that might not normally win. It's not something I typically love in a game. Like I like games that minimize chance usually, but it's a well-crafted game and it looks really pretty.
Yeah, there's lots of interesting elements that exist in the game. I like how the commune has to do a balancing act of troops to the revolutionary momentum that exists in it, meaning that they require to bring the revolutionary momentum up so that they can support more troops if they get removed. I think that's it's a cool balancing mechanism to it. And it's just something that the commune need to be paying attention to. Whereas for the Versailles, they don't need to worry about that so much, though they can quickly utilize all their troops and so need to bring up the Prussian collaboration just so that they have extra troops at their disposal. I think I like that it's a very straightforward war game. You know, it's not overly complicated. There are a few little things you just got to make sure you're aware of in terms of the ruling about removing and then placing. And
luckily, Khan knows because I just ask him because I'm a little shaky.
And then recognizing, you know, what control is and stuff like that. But it's an interesting like tug of war. Obviously, where both of us are going for the same objective effectively, and it's which one of us can we eke out to get that result that we're looking for. And with either the political and the military, because I've seen games where you can get, you know, both of them on the same side, and it can be, you know, obviously it's impossible for the other opponent. I like that it makes some like thematical sense. You know, the Versailles, and then like the Prussians can immediately go to these locations. Same with like in Paris, like that's where the Commune took place. So their people just come from there. They don't need to, like, even if all of them get removed, they can be there.
Yeah, it's really clever how it interrelates to the history.
Yeah. I like the cards. I like the art. I do like the direction of how everything has been
really
like
clean.
assembled together. I like this map. I think it's just very nice. And I think the whole thing comes together very, very well. I do agree that there is what you draw is really hyper impactful on what you're able to do. During my third round, I had only ones and I had most of your cards.
Yeah,
and so I couldn't do anything really in that third round, which is how you kind of got in here. And I couldn't like do anything to like offset that. And that's, I guess that just happens, and that's okay. But yeah, I couldn't do anything about it. And that's sort of tough as well, because it's like I just had a bunch of low cards and cards that weren't my own, meaning I had no real ability to impact that round. Now that can happen because obviously it's randomized and it's possible that can happen to you. And of course it can happen to you a couple times as well, even though there's rough balances in there. And so the cards that have 3 operation points feel strong, especially when you've only got ones.
Yeah, can you imagine somebody has three operation point cards that they can use, and the other player has all ones from their opponent. So they can only use that operations point.
Yep.
The other person gets not just double the things that they can do that round, they get 3 times the things they can do that round.
Right.
It feels like it's too vastly dependent on what you draw. I know that eventually it should shake out.
Sure, yeah.
But you could have a game where it's like completely... Which, I mean, I got really good cards this game, which I think is, like I'm learning the game a little bit more too, so maybe I'm slightly better, but I don't think I'm that much better than the last games that we played, and I think I just got really good cards for the most part, which doesn't feel like extremely fulfilling. Like sometimes you really battle for it, and it's like you put this puzzle together and somehow win. It feels very satisfying. This game I'm kind of like, I don't know, like I don't think I messed up, but I think that I fell into a victory that should have been guaranteed based on the cards that I drew versus the cards you drew. Right.
Yeah, so I don't fully know. There is definitely some dependent on the luck of the draw in determining what you are able to do. And though it's cool that you can utilize an event that the other player plays that happens to be yours, and you'd be like, I don't think we ever did it in that entire game. I looked at it.
Yeah, I looked at it too, and a couple of them.
Yeah, a couple of them. Sometimes that's the thing, you can time things appropriately so that it doesn't seem like it's an opportune thing for the other player to use, and sometimes operation points will just get you there.
Yeah.
I like how it builds up where, obviously you're just doing a little bit each round. The thing about it at the end of the day is that it's quick.
Yeah.
It's not that long. We can do, a few of these games pretty rapidly.
Yeah.
Because, you're only drawing 4 cards, you're only playing 3 of them, you're putting one of them aside, you're doing 3 rounds or 4 rounds probably at best, and all your decision-making comes down to is, are you going to do the event if you have that capability? Are you going to use the operation points? And who has initiative, and do you want to take that initiative? Because the initiative thing is if you take it, you can expand quickly and push out, meaning that it's difficult for the other player to get back into the spaces, because they have to not only contest, they have to own a location before they can move past it. So I remember early on I thought that you wouldn't want to be first but in the initiative, but it actually makes a lot of sense to do so.
Yeah, it didn't work out the way I thought it would, because I keep forgetting that you can't just expand from here to here.
Yep.
So I had to just go here anyway.
Right.
But if I had, it would have been nice to expand there, because then it would have been another stumbling block for you.
Right.
Overall, I think it's really the fact that it is so swingy based on the cards is a lot easier to swallow because it's a quick game.
Right.
And you can be like, let's play it again.
Yes.
Which is, I feel like, similar to Radlands. Like,
right.
It's so, if you can get really awesome cards. But it lends itself to being like, okay.
Right.
And maybe it's like that in war. If you're trying to simulate a real historical event, like, I'm okay with it. And some people like it, I think. Some people like the random element.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, there are lots of games out there where you're just drawing random from the top of the deck and you're going to hope. Terraforming Mars has a bit of some similar kind of quality to it like that. I feel like Wingspan kind of does that as well, even though you can see a few of the cards.
There's so many that you have to draw that you can't see.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you're never really knowing what you're going to get, and you're just sort of hoping that you're going to get a good card, like you're going to get Operation Point of 3, or a good event that might adjust for that particular moment in time, because not all of them work at that moment.
Yeah.
So I feel like it is a good game. It's an interesting game. It's got lots of tiny little decisions that are like useful and important and make you kind of contemplate what you're trying to do.
Yep.
It doesn't have a huge breadth of what it's able to do, I guess. It's got a lovely historical context, which feels nice, and you're like, oh, excellent. I'm learning something. You can read the historical notes on it. And you're like, oh, excellent. And you can see the characters and you can get a sense.
Beards like this.
Of what's going on.
Like this. Will you be growing something like that at some point?
It would probably take me like another half of my life to pull that off. I don't grow a beard that fast like that.
Well, better get started.
I don't think it's in vogue at this point in time.
Yeah, but maybe you could bring it back. It's all on how you wear it, Con.
let's not go down that road. It just doesn't have a lot of tactical. There's not a lot of flexibility. I guess my sense of it is that it feels a little linear.
You're really constrained, because it really sucks if you don't get your objective.
Yep.
And it really sucks if your opponent then gets it, because they get the point for it.
Yeah.
So you're constrained from the very start you're constrained every single turn, basically.
Yep.
You can't just expand in the way that you might want to.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it comes down to as well, you don't really have that many actions, because at the end of the day, you're going to get, 3, 6, 9, 12 actions, right? That you're going to take, that you need to try and get your objectives. And I failed on one of them, which was important. That swung that a couple of points. I also lost it there. Yeah. So there was a few moves that I probably could have done that could have adjusted to offset that. But, it's quick. It looks good. It's got a nice context to things. I think it's a good game. I just don't know how good. I don't think it's like a truly excellent game. And I feel kind of bummed saying something like that, because I think this is Fred Serval. I don't quite know how to pronounce his last name. And I think this is his first game.
I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, and I think that's it. And I think if it's his first game, it is really awesome. It's an excellent game for a first game kind of thing. I just think in the context of so many games that are out there and what's out, what people are doing and pushing the envelope, I don't know if this quite pushes the envelope. It's nice, and it's got a constrained system to it, which is nice. It makes quick play. Yeah. And that might be all you are looking for that has the context of what this game is about with the commune situation. And that makes it kind of awesome.
Yeah.
But as other games, in terms of like how you rank things and like how much replayability you've got and exploring like various strategies, I don't think that this game quite holds up in that regards.
Yes. In the creativity of gameplay, I agree. I do think some people like the randomness. And so it's not a personal preference of mine, which might like lower my personal score a little bit. But objectively, that might not be a hit on a game. Like, a lot of people like it. But that there's not a lot of creativity that you can bring to the table in how you play. It's fun when you can get really creative and do something that people don't see coming. I mean, you can do things that people don't see coming, but like not like a strategy necessarily. It's a big ask for like a short game for there to do that.
Yeah,
but,
sure, of course.
But you're right. There are so many games that are like really like, wow, this is an incredible play.
Right.
I don't think that this qualifies as that either, but it's a really fun game.
Yep, it's solid. It's very
a really solid game, and I think it works too. Like it's unlike anything else we have in our collection. And the fact that it is based on this story and has stoked that interest in history or the events that led to this game or that this is based on, I like that.
Yeah, me too. Right.
So, good game.
Good game. You won finally. Hurrah. After like a couple, sure.
3 or 4. It feels better now that I've won, I would say. 10 out of 10. No, not really.
Oh,
Not really.
man.
Good game.
Good game. Good game. Good game.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching.
Yep.
And we'll hope to do some more of these playthroughs when we can.
You betcha.